welcome to Trentham Monkey Forest. For those who are filling out the quiz, don't forget to post your answer in the box by the juggle shop. Every month we have a prize draw with the lucky winners receiving a cuddly toy Barbie macaque. My name is Jade and I'd like to introduce you to the Barbie macaques who call this 60-acre forest home. I will be feeding them in a minute, but first I'd like to tell you a little bit about them. Barbie macaques are a fascinating and unique species. We don't have native primates living in the UK, but Barbie macaques originate from Morocco and Algeria in North Africa. So in terms of distance, they're actually the closest wild primate to us. In fact, Barbie macaques once lived all over Europe, even here in England up until around 300,000 years ago. Unfortunately today, they are a highly endangered species, with fewer than 8,000 surviving in the wild. The population has decreased by more than 50% in the last 40 years, and if this continues, then soon there'll be no Barbie macaques left in the wild at all. The biggest problem is the destruction of their natural habitat of cedar and oak forest. Too many trees are being cut down, which forces the monkeys to compete for food with livestock grazing on the same plants. Another problem is the illegal trade of baby monkeys. Every year in Morocco, babies are being taken away from their mothers and sold illegally as pets, most of them within Europe. To ensure their survival then, Barbie macaques need our help to protect their habitat and stop the illegal trade of babies. Just by visiting today, you are helping wild Barbie macaques, as Monkey Forest supports a number of conservation projects. I'm now going to put out some food and I'll tell you more about them in a few minutes. Today we have some of their favourites. We've got some kale, some melons, some pineapple, some other bits and bobs, and a bit of wheat grain and sunflower seeds, which I'll spread around. As you can see, our monkeys have a varied diet. Every morning we feed them a range of fruits, vegetables, grains and seeds. But what's wonderful about living here is the monkeys are free to eat what they find throughout the vegetation. This includes grass, leaves, invertebrates and berries, and when they're available, they enjoy eating the beech nuts and acorns. In the wild, they'll sometimes even catch and eat scorpions, which they have to do very skillfully. Now, might be wondering what happens to our monkeys during the winter. Our monkeys don't need any indoor enclosure, but live freely outside of Trentham all year round. They originate from the mountainous regions of Morocco and Algeria, where the summers are hot and the winter temperatures can drop as low as minus 15 degrees Celsius, so the climate is quite similar to here. They have a number of adaptations to this climate. In the winter they have a long thick coat to protect them from the cold, and in the spring they molt and grow a short summer coat to help them cope with the hot temperatures. Some of our monkeys are currently molting, which is why they look a bit patchy in areas. Another adaptation is that all baby Barbie macaques are born in spring and early summer. At this time of year there's plenty of food available, which helps the mother to produce milk, and it also gives the babies lots of time to grow ready to face their first winter. So far this year we have had 8 little babies born, 7 girls and 1 boy, and hopefully you see them around during your visit. Now looking at monkeys around me in the feeding area at the moment, which one do we think is the youngest? You just like to point for me to which one you think is the youngest? Yeah, it does like most again with the little baby over here. It's just a male doing a bit of babysitting. This baby is 10 weeks old. We also have a 3-year-old just in front of me here, and just one in the bucket over there, and a couple of 2-year-olds just to my left over here. So female Barbie macaques are fully grown by 6, and males a little bit later by 8. Now this one just to my right over here, and this one just in front of me here, are both fully grown adults. But which one do we think is the male? You just like to point again for me? Yes, he does like most again with the one to my right over here. That is correct. This is the male. It's actually quite easy to tell the difference when they're fully grown. Males are larger, weighing around 17 kilograms, whereas females weigh around 13 kilograms. Another difference is that females have a swelling on their bottoms. Of the 140 monkeys in our forest, our oldest is currently a 29-year-old female. This is an exceptional age for a barber macaque and is similar to being over 100 in human years. She does live in the group at the top of the hill, and I'm sure if she's around, a guide would be happy to point her out for you. Now, an exciting part of your visit today is you'll be able to see our monkeys behaving as they would in the wild. We are a research centre, and thanks to the work conducted in our parks, we know a huge amount about barber macaque behaviour. One behaviour you may be lucky enough to see today is the males taking care of the babies. The males will carry, groom and protect them, sometimes for the first days of their lives, which is quite rare in primates. Even more surprising is that males will often borrow the babies from their mothers and use them to socialise with other males in the group. Now you may have noticed one monkey chasing another one. This is to do with rank order, with the low-ranking monkey having to show respect to the higher-ranking monkey. You can easily explain this hierarchy if you imagine a ladder with lots of rungs on it. Each monkey has a position on the ladder from the top to the bottom. But who do you think is the chief at the top of the hierarchy? Do you think it's a male, or do you think it's a female? Let's have a show of hands for this. Who thinks it's a female? Okay, a couple hands there. And who thinks it's a male? So a few more hands there for male. Well, I can in fact tell you that in barber macaques, the chief is always a male. So well done to who said that. The way they achieve their rank is really interesting and very different for males and females. An adult male, you might be surprised to hear, their position in the hierarchy isn't necessarily determined by size or strength. An adult male achieves his rank by forming alliances with other males who then help support him against his rivals. However, with females, their rank is passed down from mother to daughter to generation. The mother supports her daughter in conflicts, so all the other monkeys understand she holds the rank just under her mother's. So with our little ones today, if it's a girl, we do already know their future social position. But if it's a boy, we can't predict his, it's in his own hands, and who knows, one day he may even become the chief. Thank you for listening to the introduction to our barber macaques. Would anybody like to ask any questions? Anything at all about the monkeys of the park? I can't see any hands at the moment, but if you have got any questions, please feel free to ask myself or one of the other guides you see along the path. We hope you enjoy your visit and have a wonderful day at this Trentham estate. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to walk?